What up, Daddy?
What have you doing for me? Right there.
What do you say about that?
He's trying to upskill a horse, so I just want to know why is he at a TMT event? Doesn't make any sense.
Is that a fight you want to see?
Floyd Mayweather's daughter Yaya Mayweather has now turned against her father shortly after his first appearance in court. At first everything she did seemed completely accidental, but if she understood how serious the details she revealed really were, she would have known how much damage they could cause, as her father keeps fighting the lawsuits and accusations made against him. On Friday, Floyd Mayweather appeared in court to respond to several claims after months of investigations. During this time, he has been dealing with lawsuits from both organizations and private individuals. He was brought in for questioning over alleged tax evasion, while also facing legal claims for unpaid debts to jewelry stores, accusations of cheating people through questionable cryptocurrency investments, breach of contract with several companies, and allegedly using fake property documents.
I'm pretty sure it will break record.
How is your dad so good in trash talking? He's an artist.
I don't know, I guess trash talking just comes naturally to him.
The case was postponed. Soon after the court session ended, Floyd Mayweather's daughter Yaya Mayweather was interviewed following the event, where she ended up revealing information about her father that did not need to be shared. She clearly stood by her father's side, but during the interview she was asked what she knew about the legal cases and whether she believed her father was guilty of the accusations. She answered by saying no.
Next status check will be November 15th at 1:30.
I'm here to take a shot. I don't know what he said. He said something about me singing the song with him, but I told him don't play with me.
My dad is a money man, and everyone knows that. People always seem to have a problem with him and everything he does, but I know he will get through this. She was then asked about the accusations against her father, where she unknowingly revealed something important. My dad has worked with many crypto businesses. I invested in some of them and I lost money too. He always tells me that it is not his responsibility. He only gets paid by the owners to promote them, and then people end up losing their money. So I do not believe he is behind everything. I think he only promotes the projects.
Dad does, his brothers, your uncles.
Yeah.
How come?
Me, my sister, or my brothers don't box. Just not into it, and I don't think girls should box anyway.
Are you a boxing expert though? You know the sport?
Actually, I do know a little bit about boxing.
I am imposing a 6-month sentence in the Clark County Detention Center, 90 days of which will be served in custody, the remaining 90 days to be suspended. He will be given 3 days credit for time served. I will give him credit for the other 2 days.
She then backed up her claims with one of the weakest arguments by comparing the whole situation to boxing. In boxing, when a fighter breaks the rules, the boxer gets punished, not the promoter. So I think it should be the same here. But that argument created more problems. Her father had already denied having any knowledge about the cryptocurrency deals. He said he was told the platforms were legitimate, but later found out otherwise. He also claimed that he invested his own money and became a victim himself. He explained that he removed the posts only to stop other people from falling into the same situation, and insisted he had no bad intentions or plan to hide anything.
I would also note this was provided me a number of letters to the community service work that he has done. It's in 20 hours of community service work with Habitat for Humanity, 10 hours of community service work with 3 Square, 15 hours of community service work with the Las Vegas.
Reasons, some of which are rehabilitation, some of which are deterrence, some of which are punishment, and punishment is appropriate. It's not only to deter Mr. Mayweather himself in the specific deterrent sense of not committing these kinds of crimes in the future, but also a general deterrent effect to deter others.
Her comments have now completely gone against everything her father has been saying, and she could even be called as a witness to explain the interview that has now spread across the internet. Fans quickly reacted and filled the comment section with their opinions. One person wrote, "I would never expect a man who cannot read to raise a smart daughter. She is one of the most clueless people I have ever seen. She has never impressed me even once." Another user commented, "What an embarrassment." Floyd must be so proud. Considering the choices she has made before this does not surprise me at all.
Some of the things that Mr. Mayweather does for our community, and I think that's great. I hope that those continue. I also am glad to hear that you are now involved in the family court system in California, and hope that that continues and enables you to have a healthy relationship with Ms. Harris and your children. I believe that sentencing is appropriate from...
A third person wrote Bill Haney was right all along. Floyd Mayweather does not take care of his children. Not one of them followed his path or chose boxing even though they come from a boxing family. It is strange how someone can have everything and still have nothing. Another person said she has only made things worse for her father. It will be terrible if she ends up being the reason he goes to prison. That will stay with her forever. She seems very careless. Floyd's children do not appear to be doing much, and that says a lot about the kind of father he has been. Like her father, Yaya Mayweather is also familiar with facing the court.
Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya Mayweather, she is going to be pleading not guilty, according to Gossip. Now, her lawyer told Gossip Yaya is doing fine, although she remains shaken by this unfortunate incident. And according to her lawyer, there's going to be some new information that comes out that I guess we didn't know. So we will see what happens, but she is pleading not guilty.
Looking back at what happened in 2020 brings up another case involving Mayweather's daughter. Yaya Mayweather, the eldest daughter of boxer Floyd Mayweather, pleaded guilty in a stabbing case from 2020. Now 23 years old, she admitted in a Houston court that she unlawfully and intentionally injured Latra Los High Jacobs with a knife. According to the case, she stabbed Jacobs twice using 2 knives inside a kitchen. Jacobs was taken to the hospital, while Mayweather was later arrested. Neither Mayweather nor Jacobs responded to requests for comment. Jacobs also filed a lawsuit against Mayweather claiming physical pain, suffering physical injuries, medical expenses, lost income, and permanent scarring. The lawsuit asked for damages without giving a specific amount.
Word on the street, Money Yaya. Well, if you don't know who Money Yaya is, that's Mayweather. You know, Money Mayweather, the Money team's daughter. So, of course, she got little hands, and, you know, she messes with and dates on and off NBA Youngboy. You know, they got like that young, wild teenage relationship going on thing. Well, she caught him slipping.
In April 2020, Mayweather was arrested after an incident involving Jacobs and rapper NBA Youngboy, who did not respond to requests for comment. The exact events that led to the stabbing were never fully explained. NBA Youngboy, whose real name is Kentrell Deshaun Golden, was previously in a relationship with Mayweather. Both Mayweather and Jacobs also share children with the rapper. In response to Jacobs' civil lawsuit, NBA Youngboy's lawyer argued that he should not be held responsible because Mayweather alone carried out the attack. Jacobs was taken to the hospital. At the time, Harris County Constable Captain Jonathan Zitzman said her injuries were not life-threatening and that she underwent surgery. He also confirmed that Mayweather, who was 19 years old, then was booked into a Harris County jail. She later posted a $30,000 bond and was released the same day. The second-degree felony charge she pleaded guilty to carried a possible sentence of up to 20 years in prison. However, she accepted a plea agreement with prosecutors that included 6 years of deferred adjudication. Her supervision period could be reduced to only 2 years if she maintains good behavior. Mayweather's attorney stated that the agreement would allow her conviction to be removed after successfully completing probation. The probation may also end early for good conduct. We settled the case between Yaya and the state. Under the agreement, Yaya will remain on deferred adjudication for 6 years, and once that period is completed, she will have no felony conviction, and the case will be dismissed. She also had the chance to end her deferred adjudication after only 2 years if she stayed out of trouble and followed all court conditions. Her attorney said they believed Yaya acted in self-defense after being attacked but felt this agreement was the safest outcome for her. He also explained that this was important because her boyfriend and his bodyguards refused to testify, most likely because of their own legal issues. The case was settled through an agreement with the state, which meant Yaya would avoid prison and would not receive a felony conviction as long as she stayed out of trouble for the next 6 years. After 2 years, she could request early termination if she had followed every court requirement, attorney Kent A. Schaefer said. Schaefer also stated that neither he nor Mayweather was worried about Jacob's civil lawsuit because Mayweather did not have enough valuable assets for any financial judgment to be collected.
I mean, you've seen her coming through swinging like Mayweather. I mean, she's Mayweather's daughter. She better have Mayweather's arm or son. They kind of do look alike a little bit. It's kind of creepy. I don't know. But anyway, Mayweather did not comment to this. He normally doesn't comment anything about his, his daughter's situation or her business. You know what I mean? He figures she's a teenager. She's doing her thing as long as she's safe. You know what I mean? What can he do? But NBA Youngboy, of course, he's like playing it smooth. You feel me? Him and Yaya always go through this.
He also argued that NBA Youngboy was more responsible than Mayweather, even though the rapper officially denied any involvement. According to Schaefer, NBA Youngboy had secretly been keeping Ms. Jacobs in an upstairs bedroom for several days without Mayweather knowing. He claimed that when Ms. Jacobs came downstairs and saw Iyanna, she attacked her first, and Iyanna only defended herself. Schaefer said the most upsetting part was that NBA Youngboy and his bodyguards could have stepped in and stopped the situation, but instead they stood by and laughed while Ms. Jacobs assaulted Iyanna. Under the terms of her plea agreement, Mayweather is not allowed to contact Jacobs, who was granted a protective order against the boxer's daughter in December 2020. Mayweather is also required to complete 40 hours of community service.
On and off type of problems and situations that they go through. Now you guys have seen him in the spotlight numerous times. This is not something new. NBA Youngboy is not new to the spotlight, but he handle it with ease. I will say that he doesn't, sweat really. He don't really look like the type to be pressured to say anything. He just chills and relax. He just needs to actually apply that same method to living. I don't know. Maybe I'm wilding. You guys.
Still, many people believe it would not be unfair to say Floyd Mayweather fell short as a father and role model, especially after Bill Haney recently made similar accusations. Haney began the exchange with strong criticism by calling Mayweather a complete idiot. He then moved away from talking about boxing and asked Floyd what he believed was a more important question. He asked, "What is your record in life?" As if Haney had not heard him before or was acting like he did not know the answer, Mayweather responded by pointing to everything he achieved inside the boxing ring and insisted those accomplishments also represented his success in life.
You brought the money up. I said what we can do for our kids. I said what we can do for our kids. Bill, I said the same thing. Was I riding the Rolls Royce before my son? Was I riding the Rolls Royce before my son? Bill, I want to let you know something. Nigga, knock it off, man. Don't nobody want to listen. I'm not gonna keep rapping.
He answered, "My record in life is undefeated." As if that was not enough, Yaya Mayweather was also linked to the reported fallout between her father and Gervonta Davis. Her name became part of the dispute after several surprising claims surfaced. The story gained attention when Ryan Garcia, who is now close to Mayweather, said their relationship fell apart after Davis was allegedly involved with Mayweather's daughter. He also claimed he was not revealing a secret because many people already knew about it. During an X space, he said, "I already knew about it after Gervonta was with Mayweather's daughter."
So, Bill, we not even on here talking about no money, Bill. Bill, we not even on here talking about no money. This ain't even about no money. This
You
about
brought the money up.
Who did?
You did.
You brought the money up. You talking about what you can do for a big.
This means Davis was allegedly involved in a relationship with Mayweather's daughter Yaya Mayweather. Garcia did not sound like he was joking because he said he understood how Mayweather might feel since he also has a daughter. Mayweather and Davis eventually went their separate ways in 2022, with Davis confirming the split on social media. But many people have wondered what finally made Davis walk away. During a recent interview with the Mr. J. Hill Network, Davis explained what happened behind the scenes and why the respect he once had for Mayweather eventually turned into disappointment.
You know what time it is with me, man, and I'm gonna keep pushing this family line, man. Welcome to the family. Tell me. It's the Haney business, and look, it's gonna keep on continuing. You need some help? You need some help with your son? Have I ever needed your help for anything? You need some help with your son? For some help?
During the interview, the host asked Davis about Mayweather and their very public split. Davis said working with a boxer he once looked up to slowly became a big disappointment over the years. He also claimed that Mayweather left him in a position where he was evicted from his home and had to sell all of his jewelry. When asked if he believed it was done on purpose, Davis explained what really happened between them. He said Mayweather definitely did it intentionally, because at the time people were saying he was involved with his daughter. Davis added that the problems with Floyd were not only about that, because there were many other small things happening that most people never noticed. He did not explain what those things were, but Mayweather's actions before Davis fought Frank Martin may give some idea of what he meant.
Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not even like, that's not something I'm exposing.
Oh wow, that's
After somebody did that to my daughter,
right? I thought you and Jaco had the deal that you were gonna fight after the Haiti fight.
Back in June 2024, the feud between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis became even more intense. Mayweather shared a post on social media claiming that Davis's fight with Frank Martin had been cancelled, and then told fans to watch UFC Fight Night instead. Davis responded by calling Mayweather a bitter fool before criticizing his business skills. He warned that anyone who signed with him could end up damaging their career because he was not a good businessman. Their problems had started in 2023 after Davis claimed Mayweather stopped him from training at his gym before the Ryan Garcia fight. Their close bond eventually turned into a public exchange of insults, with Davis even saying he would fight Mayweather. Even with all the ongoing tension, Davis stayed focused on his matchup with Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st in Brooklyn, a fight Mayweather was expected to watch closely despite everything that had happened between them. But what do you think about Davis's claims?
In a lose-lose situation now, what came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
This little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought I was gonna lose.
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy.
While speaking on the Mr. J. Hill podcast, Davis explained more about his issues with Mayweather. He said that once you get close to someone you admire like Mayweather, you begin to see they are not the same person they appear to be, and that realization is painful. He said he decided to move on and focus on his own career. Davis claimed Mayweather put him in difficult situations where he could not win either way, including before his first world title fight against Jose Pedraza. He said he was 16-0, only 21 years old, had been inactive for 7 or 8 months, and was earning around $10,000 per fight. He was then told he had to take the fight, or he would be left without opportunities. Davis said he was evicted and even had to sell his car. He believes Mayweather did it on purpose. He also said he warned other fighters about what was happening, so they would not go through the same experience. Now when those same fighters want to face him, he feels betrayed.
It's crazy to not fight, so when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on the show. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry. So now, and remind you, I'm letting them boxers that you talking about, I'm putting them on game, letting them know what's going on. See, this was happening. You feel me? I'm letting these guys know. So when it be like people saying they want to fight me,
He also said, I respect and appreciate what he did for me, but it always felt like he only gave me small amounts like $10,000 or $15,000 to help my mom leave the neighborhood. He said that money was never enough because she would end up back there within months, and he would need more. Davis explained that he realized some people keep you in a position where you always depend on them by giving you just enough to make you return. He added that once he signed with the same management as Floyd, they slowly took control of his career. Boxing star Mayweather helped guide Tank through most of his career, as Davis won world titles in different weight classes and became one of the biggest attractions in boxing. That is all for today. For more updates on boxing news, major moments, big events, and everything happening in the sport, subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos. Until next time, take care.